Okay, everybody, we're going to do another segment of PlayStation 3. And with this cover out, we are going to play Jeopardy. Let's see how I do.
This is Jeopardy! Please welcome our contestants. Player 1. Player 2. Player 3. And now, here is the host of Jeopardy, Alex Trebek.
Thank you, Johnny Gilbert, and thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. Let's take you right now into the Jeopardy round. Clues are worth $200 to $1,000 in these categories. 21st century history. Kmart. Countries by newspaper. Intravenous. Classic novel spoilers. And Grammy winners. Okay, let's get back. Swiss scientist creates monster that craves bride. Scientist makes and destroys bride. Scientist dies. Monster mourns. Player 1. Good. Player 1. Raskolnikov murders an old woman. Raskolnikov confesses and is sentenced to 8 years in Siberia. It's player 1. That's it.
Yeah! Woo!
Player 1. Constance marries paralyzed Sir Clifford, has an affair with the gamekeeper, gets pregnant, awaits divorce and new life. Player 1.
Yeah! Woo!
Heathcliff is raised in the Earnshaw home, falls for Kathy, love thwarted, both die. It's player 1. Good. Itinerant workers George and Lenny dream of owning a ranch. Lenny accidentally kills a girl. George kills Lenny. Yes, player 1? Right. Player 1. Pick El Sol de Tehuacan, the Acapulco Times. Let's hear it, player 1. Yes. The Brunswickan, the Edmonton Examiner. Player 1. Correct. Answer, the Daily Double. You are in first place. The clue, Haaretz, Yediot Achronot. Congratulations, you're still in first, player 1. Player 1. The Cape Times, the Volksblad. Yes, player 1.
Yeah!
That's right. Way to go. The Daily Punjab. The Balochistan Post. Player 1? Nope. Sorry. Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Here's the correct response. Pakistan. Select again. 1978. Just the Way You Are. Yes, player 1? Good. Player 1966. Strangers in the Night. Let's hear it, player 1. That's right. Way to go. 1992. Tears in Heaven. Let's hear it, player 1. Right. Player
2010, Need You Now.
Let's hear it, player 1. That's not it. Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Yes, player 3? No. Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? It's player 2. You are correct. Player 2, start us. 1973, Killing Me Softly with His Song. It's player 1. That's it. Player 1, Venus's surface is hard to view from Earth because it's completely covered by these. Let's hear it, player 1. Yes. Player 1. One of these on Venus lasts about 244 Earth ones. It's player 1. Yep. Like Mercury, Venus has this many moons. Player 1? Correct. We're not sure if it was ancient or not, but the first U.S. flyby of Venus was by one of these space probes in 1962. Player 1? Yes. Player Galileo's finding that Venus goes through these, like the moon, was the first direct evidence for Copernican ideas. Yes, player 1? Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Yes, player 3? Any other takers? Player 2. Correct. Player 2, make a selection, please, as we continue. In 2001, she became the first First Lady to win elective office, becoming a senator from New York. It's player 1. That's correct. This 2005 hurricane was the costliest natural disaster in U.S. history. Player 1? Hey, you're right. Benedict XVI succeeded this pope as head of the Roman Catholic Church in 2005. Let's hear it, player 1. That's correct. Player 1. This cabinet-level department, established in 2002, includes FEMA, the Coast Guard, and Customs. Player 1? Sorry, that's wrong. Anyone else?
You too.
Okay, player 3. Right. A lot of clues, a lot of categories, player 3. In 2004, 7 countries that were once Soviet allies were admitted as new members of this military alliance. Let's hear it, player 1.
No.
Correct. Player 1. After criminal activities by this secret society, Oklahoma was placed under martial law in September of 1923. Player 1? Yes. The 10th letter of the Greek alphabet. Okay, player 1? Right. Technically, it's known as the patella. It's player 1. You got it. Max Sennett's silent movie Bumblers. Let's hear it, player 1. That is correct. And now the $1,000 clue. Born in 1862, he founded the Vienna Secession School of Painting and also created vibrant portraits of women. Player 1? Ooh, sorry. That's incorrect. Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Here's the response we were looking for. Gustav Klimt. Player 3 is in 3rd place and will select first in the Double Jeopardy round, as we always do, right after this break. Clues are worth $400 to $2,000 in these categories. The Mediterranean Isle where Wolfgang. Say it in Spanish. Somewhere. The Sporting Life. And math. Player 3, you start. The Bureau of Land Management can help you adopt one of these wild donkeys. Player 1? Right you are. As well as manly or virile, this word can mean sledgehammer. It's player 1. Yes. Whether after Cuba or not, it simply means free. Player 1? Hey, you're right. Player 1? Answer. The first of the 2 daily double. And you're in the lead now. How much? Answer this. This can mean taste or flavor. Con mucho this means with great pleasure. Second place now, player 1. Here's what we were looking for. Gusto. Let's get Sarah's assistance on this clue.
In Spanish spelling, this mark above the N indicates that rather than una, the word should be pronounced uña.
Let's hear it, player 1. Yes. You get to pick again, player 1. The minuend is the first number in this simple operation. Okay, player 1. Yes. No arguing with Euclid's 4th postulate. All right angles are this, meaning of equal measure in degrees. Yes, player 1? Correct. Player 1, the order of operations is irrelevant according to this property of both addition and multiplication. Okay, player 1? Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Here's the response we were looking for. The associative property. Player 1, Newton and Leibniz share credit for developing the fundamental theorem of this branch of mathematics. Let's hear it, Player 1. It's the quantity x represents in the logarithmic equation log 10x equals 2. Let's hear it, Player 1. Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Here's what we wanted. 100. Player 1, pick again. A colossal ancient wonder collapsed following an earthquake in the 3rd century BC. Player 1? Good. Let's get Kelly's assistance on this clue.
It's the Mediterranean Isle, where you'll find this Baroque fresco, and where the Knights Hospitaller reigned until 1798.
It's Player 1. Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Here's what we were looking for. Malta. Player 1, back to you. Sappho styled her stanzas. It's Player 1.
Oh.
Good. Player 1. Pick a... Penelope waited for Ulysses to return. Yes, Player 1? Yes. You again. Daedalus was imprisoned. It's Player 1. That's correct. Player 1, choose again. This strike-slip fault that runs through California is named for a lake that's in the rift. Yes, Player 1? Player 1, you pick again, please. We are volunteering the information that Klingman's Dome is the highest point in this state. It's Player 1. Correct. Answer. The other daily double. And you have the lead. Decide on your wager, Player 1. Okay, here is the clue. Johann Strauss Jr. conducted the Blue Danube Waltz publicly for the first time at a February 1867 concert in this city. You have maintained your lead. Way to go. You get dating from medieval times. Gamla stan, Old Town, is the cradle of this Scandinavian capital. Yes, Player 1? Player 1. Chisago is a county in this state, as is Hennepin. Yes, Player 1? Right. Select again. You can weigh up to 147 pounds in this boxing class between lightweight and middleweight. Let's hear it, player one. That is correct. You again, player one. In 1967, Memorial Coliseum in this West Coast city hosted the first Super Bowl. Green Bay beat Kansas City 35-10. Let's hear it, player one. Anyone else? Here's the response we were looking for. Los Angeles. Player one, you pick again, please. In 2006, Massachusetts made this sport, invented there, the official sport of the Commonwealth. It's player one. Good. Let's get Kelly's assistance on this clue.
Popular in the British Isles and the Commonwealth, it's the sport being played here.
It's player one. Sorry, that's wrong. Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Here's what we wanted. Rugby. Please. This ABC show debuted April 29, 1961, with Jim McKay as host. Okay, player one. Sorry, that's wrong. Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Okay, player three. Yeah. Great, you're back into it now. Okay, let's get back into this. Player three, you make the next selection. In a 12th century beast epic, Isengrim is a wolf who battles against the sneaky Reynard, one of these animals. It's player one. Nope. Sorry. Any other takers? Here's the response we were looking for. A fox. Player three, back to you. In a medieval legend, the town of Gubbio is terrorized by a wolf until this saint greets it and tames it. Let's hear it, player one. No. Anyone else? Here's the response we were looking for. St. Francis. Player three, back to you. Raksha is the mother wolf who raises this human boy in Kipling's The Jungle Book. Let's hear it, player one. That's it. Player one, this Jack London wolf character survives years of dogfighting and finally finds a compassionate human owner. It's player one. That's right, way to go. And now the $2,000 clue. In her novel, The Plains of Passage, a wolf named Wolf is the hunting partner of a cave woman. It's player one. No, that's not right. Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? We're talking about Jean M. All. All three of you will participate in Final Jeopardy right after this. This is the Final Jeopardy category for today. Characters in Shakespeare. So, what's your wager? Here's the clue for you. To the consternation of the title character, we learn that this character was born by C-section. Did you come up with the correct response? And that will set you back. What did you put as your response? And this correct response will add how much to your score? Let's see your response.
End up with $29,600. That's not too
And
bad.
that correct response will add...
See you all for that next segment.
Congratulations, player one. You're the winner. So long, everybody.